History is impulsive, unpredictable, and resilient. Oklahoma's own fascinating history certainly are those and more, and they are all on display right here for you to explore and learn about the opening of Oklahoma to settlement.
We discuss in depth the land run of 1889. We put a particular focus on the boomer movement, the 10 years preceding the land run of 1889, where the common man was trying to get this land opened up for settlement for farmers.
There are artifacts reflecting the people and circumstances surrounding Oklahoma's beginning, and one of the biggest artifacts in the museum is this item.
A 46-star United States flag that was flown over Independence Hall in Philadelphia on July 4th, 1908. It's one of a kind, it's spectacular. It's probably one of the most important artifacts that we have in this museum. One of the stars on it is embroidered with Oklahoma, July 4th, 1908, and it was put on the flag inside of Betsy Ross's house in Philadelphia before they flew it over Independence Hall.
People's determination during the land run are also on display, like this cabin built in 1889.
And it was built by a man that made a land run, and one of the things that you had to do to claim your land was to prove it up. And one of the ways you proved up was building a home or digging a well, making a permanent residence on that piece of property. And then you would have to prove that with the land office that you had taken the steps to solidify your claim.
This Tallman's Transfer and Bus Company display reflects the early days of transportation. They operated these all around town.
One of the funny things on there, and the things that I make people look for, is for them to tell me what the phone number is for Tallman's Transfer Company, because it's on the coach.
Which is one.
Which is one, yeah. So who had the first phone in Guthrie? Tallman's Transfer Company.
There's the unusual, such as the story of Carrie Nation, a prohibitionist who used a rather unusual method of persuasion.
She would go to saloons, give speeches, and then tear the place up with a hatchet. All right, so one of our displays is a hatchet, and it's hers, but we also have a little hatchet pendant that she would make and sell, and this is how she would fund her crusade against alcohol.
And one of the biggest attractions to the museum is the one involving the outlaw turned mummy ElmerMcCurdy. It's a bizarre yet rather intriguing case of the wandering dead and how the corpse of an outlaw killed in Oklahoma ended up in a California fun park spook house and then got returned to Oklahoma and is now buried just north of Guthrie.
It draws people from all over the country. On a weekly basis, we have somebody come here to talk to us about that story. With the exception of the land run of 1889, it's the largest draw to our museum.
The Oklahoma Territorial Museum is connected to the Carnegie Library, but the library itself has its own fascinating history. It's on these very steps that in 1905, the last territorial governor was inaugurated. That was Frank Friends. And then later, Oklahoma's first state governor was sworn in right here in 1907.
Our museum is the story of America in a microcosm. It is the final place where the frontier ceases to exist. In 1890, the frontier is gone. All right, the U.S. Census Bureau deems the frontier closed because guess what? This land right here was settled. So this is it. This is the last of the expansion of the United States. All right, so yeah, that's why we're important.